Welcome to week 3 of the Press Box. I'm Brody Heidemann, and today joining me is the head coach of the Griffin softball team, Coach Tracy. Coach, it's the first for everybody, but how would you say the season has gone so far for you guys? Halfway through, how would you say?
It's gone well. Numbers were good, and then we kind of joked that if you would have said in June that we'd have wins over Lincoln Southwest and Millard South, we all would have said, okay, we all would have agreed to that. So
some big wins. Yeah,
so been some positives, played with some good teams. We've had a really tough schedule, so it's finding the little wins.
Because you guys are playing Metro, right? You guys are playing Metro Conference, right?
Yep, Metro schedule. We're technically Class B, but we only had one Class B team on our schedule, which was South Sioux City, and everything else has been Class A.
That's crazy.
Yep.
How is the team connected with one each other? A lot of them have played in the past, but a lot of them are new. So how would you say this new connection from Gretna to here's been?
It's been good. Added in some of the younger girls. We had a couple move-ins. So everybody was kind of new to each other, which it's been fun to kind of see them connect, and the old connections have stayed, and some of the new connections have started to build bonds. So it's been good.
Nice. How have you and the staff worked together? Were you understaffed at Gretna East? Were you the JV, right? JV. So
yep.
Do you know were any of the coaches that carried over from Gretna?
Yep. Ashton Gibson, who's with us now, was at Gretna High with us, and then Coach Martin and Coach Batchelor both. Coach Martin teaches math here, and Coach Batchelor is a elementary teacher at Aspen Creek. Both are new this year, but have came in seamlessly and done great things with our girls.
How has the transition been like for most of these people from going from a team like Gretna that's been at the top of this to a new team that's obviously all these firsts again?
Yeah, there's been some bumps in the road, like you have with any new team. But it's been good to see some girls get, when you have 60 girls out for softball, there's only 9 spots that can play. Jeez. There's not much opportunity to be had. So to see some new girls get some opportunities has been fun. We've made some of the young things that, normally people do, we've done. But it's been fun to see them, get out and compete and kind of show what they can do.
What has the strong side of your guys' game been?
Just our competitiveness. There's one of the great things about kind of being young and naive is they don't know what they don't know. And, there's been games where we've gone out and we've played way above what we should. And then there's been other games where we've done the opposite, but just being able, they'll compete in just about everything. So it's fun to see.
What do you say you still have to work on? Is there any spots of your game that still has time to develop over the season?
Yeah, just sometimes moments get a little big for us, which that comes with a young team. And you can just see that with sometimes we get a little wide-eyed. We start seeing some of the names that we're playing against and start worrying about some of that stuff. Whereas with experience, that stuff will start to calm down a little bit.
I know you mentioned it earlier with the Millard West game and stuff like that, but what other games have been the biggest for you guys? You guys have really shown through and made an impact?
The big ones have been the very first Millard South game, which was just
the first game, or is that?
It was Millard West was our jamboree game, which was like a scrimmage, and then Millard South was like the first official game. That was a big game. There was a huge atmosphere. Get the first win off our backs was big. And then playing Papio, who's going to be one of the top teams in Class A, to a 2-1 game. Really had them on the ropes for a little while. Had runners on, just couldn't get a big hit. And then the Southwest game, had it kind of in hand, and then it kind of got white knuckle there at the end, and had bases loaded, nobody out in a 2-run game, and somehow wiggled out of it. So those have been big games for us. So
nice. Any traditions you've started with this team that might be something to point out?
I don't know if we've tried some new things. We're trying, the hard part is with people coming over from Gretna High is a lot of stuff, want to carry over, and it's trying to just start our own things. And, there's a lot of great things that we did at Gretna High that are worthy of carrying over, but it's also kind of building our own traditions, and haven't really seen kind of what sticks and what's not yet. Our big thing has been our team motto is together. Nice. Just trying to stay, everything we do, we win together, we lose together. Everything is not just one person above everybody else.
Nice.
Yeah.
How have you felt this Gretna community is taking you guys on? 'Cause, I mean, obviously it's a split community now, but all these Gretna fans, I mean, how do you feel about it?
The support has been awesome. Even the support from Gretna High, people and stuff that we had relationships over there, it's been great. We got to go play them, which was awesome to be the first one to get to do the first time varsity, Gretna East, Gretna High. But the support in the community is amazing. I think everybody in this area just for so long wanted to have something of kind of their own, and this has kind of been it. And so they've been super supportive for, the amount of people we've had out at just home games or tournament games or seeing out in the community has been awesome.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on how you want to end this season maybe or anything else like that?
Our goal coming into the year was to hopefully make a district final. That's still an attainable goal. We'll have a tough sub district. So it'll be just fun. I kind of want to just hopefully we finish the year strong and keep competing and make everybody proud that we're representing the school and the community in the right way. And so that's kind of just how we want to finish it out.
Nice. Thanks for coming on today with me, Coach. I'm Brody Heidemann with the Wingspan. Thank you for tuning in for week 3 of the Press Box. We will see you next week.